Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ensa Touray, Banka Manneh, Dave Manneh, and Dr. Conteh. Welcome to another episode of um, SALAGI, turning point for the people of Combo. I think we'll change the name as time goes on. Welcome. Can you all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Dave. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, you can adjust your camera so that yeah.
Can you see me now?
Fine. Okay. How is Auntie?
It's fine.
Yeah, we
You
can
don't-
see you clearly.
Can you
And
see
I
me
can
now?
see Doctor clearly. Doctor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, Banka probably disappeared. Yes, sir, are you there? Hello? Okay, Esa and Banka, they are already in, but for some reason,
Somebody is coming up. I think
hello,
that's Asa.
Esa?
Yeah, hello?
Okay, okay. Yeah, so unfortunately, the main guest will not be here, Lamin Darbo. We have an urgent meeting,
Okay.
but it's something to do with this, what this group is doing, because Fatou Manneh also texted me about
Okay.
2 hours ago that they are meeting Lamin Darbo 5 o'clock Gambia time. So I
Okay.
think the meeting is running late. It's all
Okay.
about what we're trying to do here anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll suggest we go over so we get familiar. Dave, you have a low background, right?
Yeah, is it okay?
Okay, so maybe we can go through his response. I'm not so, Doctor. Have you seen the response to physical planning?
When was it made? Today?
This was This was 3 weeks ago. I think it was on the 2nd.
I saw that, and I thought it's a shame, that the young man from Gonjo would be used by the Minister of Local Government Lands. So he called Alinga he can't
Is any better?
so it's very disappointing.
Yeah, so I think this feature, because Darbo went for it, he just covered, and the title was the Ministry of Land must restrain its appetite for lawlessness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first component, he said, this was from Lamin Darbo. He said, in an extraordinary assault on law and truth, Mr. Buba Sanyan, the permanent secretary, at the press briefing on the 2nd of June 2020, stated the position of the Ministry of Lands, the Ministry of Demolitions. This, I'm going to bring a quote from Buba Sanyan. We are planning to embark on another massive demolition in areas where lands allocated to people by government are annexed by people who have decided to build structures on them. This will come as the second phase demolition to be carried out to enable those people to acquire their lands. Government will not allow people to annex these spaces. Then Lamin Darbo went like this: hearing the lawlessness, the lawless propensity of the ministry. And he quote, under the law, government can only acquire in the public interest, and lands to acquire must be used only for public purposes. The permanent secretary must study his critical brief. So we can stop here for time being, and we go to David. He said under the law, the government can only acquire in the public interest, and land so acquired must be used only for public purposes. The permanent secretary must study his critical brief. What's your take? I think the law is very clear here. Even people like me without no law background, this is, is very, very clear.
Yeah, not being a lawyer myself, I think none of us are trained lawyers. But like he said, some of it is like common sense, really. I think what we seem to have in the Gambia for a very, very long time is
sorry, Jonathan. Let's speak in English. Nga banka le jere kilo ya in Mandinka.
Okay. But it's very funny. So somebody actually complained to me the other day. Said, "Why you guys say you need to speak in Mandinka? I'm not a Mandinka." She said, "Njago, that person." He said she's lucky because she can understand Mandinka, but why do we have to speak in Mandinka?
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. But for my personal, so on other days, I insist on English because I said my age group and above, I rule them out. So anybody there who cannot speak English, I'm not interested. They're interested, you solely. And we'll be so maybe we should speak in English. You know, somebody complained, but I think maybe we should speak in English. Then we have general even though it's difficult, combo puro moy boja mama ni kaka moy amansia. Ya aja mele na ta nonsense all day. Ya long people become aware, but you man can problem. Ita da ne kan for mo be jabila, but I need other bank. Yellow language for so with Monday wali. Yeah, it's funny. So yeah, okay, feel free. Whatever language you like speaking.
We can speak Mandinglist.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Okay.
No, it's quite funny. Until be more malua karanja ko until manka loyati. But sometimes when they go, we go, people are so ready to accept. I mean, for people, more critically analyze for the phone. So, like, Mr. Darbo will think email letter. I think it's very important because I come later. I come to the Kombo Jamal from Mazakunda, will form Malu, if you find Malua in Fallon anyway. Loi ni fong yanta kami use put ka for if I justify like a mola banco time in the form long what they be token anyway. So wo is a brief summary there. Wo is very universal. It's a universal truth in the Gambia. Moja malba lua again for lua for move on for more malong anyway. So everybody just go with the narrative. Narrative mean baby they jump with it. Mazakunda tamu janti. No. Mazakunda can take something with condition. Well, there are conditionalities. I mean, I will look at it for more, but everybody just I come myself time. So over now do code or the so sometimes I'm coming for more than you can for Masakuna or Batangela because now understanding of me Mansayat and then me carrying Gambesani, old man clear. Follow to call all the Masasoda, Mamma Sani. Now Minnesota will just look political leader limit. So bandola in the culture na histuaro and in the culture and in the ado mansayam means and in sanya kamiso da tan dolman clear so for ya ntaka jawra blame jama'a anko ko jawra civic awareness ni amma work Gambian koli so Gambian koli the civic awareness imalo lots of people they don't even know their rights so atenata jela we do Gambian koli ni surwale buriyalo mandin koli mansayalo so they come with that. Another Jaliyal, but Jalul Bafala Mansala. Nobody questioned that. No, you man can So this trying to give what you call a better understanding of like the what would mean Sani. I think Kafuko Mansamusa or Lewato Lomo won't say Sunjata or Lewato. What kind of confusion in the morning? So I think we are the back to this date woman batati jela iweda surwala mo wonte man ko lo mo mansala burlo mo no this is not buru mansa this is somebody you vote for so you have power over that person amanche wo to wodi mansa wo yanko wolle sembo so le sembo so mansa disani but nin confusion o be jela dal anyway
yo Dr. Conteh.
Well, Baraka, go ahead.
Yen damin jeda wala kumo because I mean for lom yinti 4 months ma for la loi understand bang wala they decided to be lawless anyway because I call bang call la loi I mean for le man sate dula tano mo bulle only for public interest but man sate dula tala no body individual and wale keta sugute inate la dula boy kebi na muna je ya boy so you know what's your take on that?
Ukuda jahalo wartale bar fanambe min falale wala nyente ko alingata back to 1992
okay
Briyaya Sise Lota ako Kombo Banko mu Mansakunda Bankolte Lamin Honorable Lamin Kiti Jaba of Kombo East ako Kombo East atakalaje bar mi ente jahal wala nyente député membe Kombo North wala sarati amandiamu alla Kombo South Deputy Mbemba Jata Amandiamu, Kombo Central MP Dembo Jata Amandiamu. So ntenga na problem of start a world. So saying telephone nyanda men fola wala nyende nyanda men kela. Nyuluwa nyinga repeal. Katu mtola Kombo banko niyo keno beba. Iba dunna fonye le niyo fonye ba ibita da dold. But la fe fenne fola jang wala nyende ko nimbe Kombo la kumo fola. Alin kana nyina fonye la. Ndolbota Lamin to kodati je mo safa men ko jola muso mantara sirinje warante naymanka karonin ko di mukasen ko. So gunju kombo new yundum ibe kombo min kan sainting yando fanan ko kachala la kadu, that is very right. Dipte mi yalon ko I on friendly kadun kai ko I cannot say in the new yundum mall. Barembe nyindi pitel tol fola jang kadu nyemu kole de komi yalan ko aja halo warta kadu ndola ko moy na yo chika ya kuntung ya di dipitel la pada fana molde fana be Gambia bi what time is it now talang woro domoro min famu domoro te ma soto to modol fana wol tale dasa mo min famu dasa mo te ma soto ndolonga dipitelo soto ka katre faye de be Kombo banko to anum fanan kana fonyi ye kenol deal be sirin kenol kan Manzakunda kenol deal for free nyante tolu falale alen ni ye metinga fo ko new yundum molbe kumbo men na ila keno asen deal mbe tolu falale honorable Sunkari Baji fonyi berefet dipitelo ye kenol deal.
Oh no,
Atolo Kola Deputy, Honorable Keba Kebaro, Gunjoro Deputy Kombo South. They gave him free land. Honorable Kadi Kamara of Fonyi Bondali, Honorable Mamodo Kamara of Fonyi Bintang, Honorable Abulai Sise of Olyundum, Honorable Madi K. Sise of Serakunda West, Honorable Lamin Conteh of Kombo East, Honorable Alaji S. Darbo of Banka North, Honorable Mariam Dentin, nominated member, Abesera Kundale, some Abakombolokono. Honorable Alaji Darbo of Jos 1, Honorable Yakumba Jaiti, nominated member, Serakunda Dipakunda Botawalto, Honorable Alhaji Sankung Jamme of Fonyo Jarol, Honorable Sekuba Jaju, independent of Busumbala, Honorable Fatou K. Jawara, independent of Talenden Kunjang, Honorable Seku Marong, independent of Latrikunda Sabeji, Honorable Bakare Njai of Bundunga Kunda, Honorable Lamin J. Sane of Brikama South, and the last one, Wolanyanti, Honorable Asan Touray of Bakau. Ninkombe sukutanko la bango kuo kumbola. Nkombe yundum la bango kuo kumbola. Po brufut lamba. But nga dipiti ala sota many along ko ibe kombole ye cannot deal up for free. Nyanta wolto kumandla nga feko ale cannot sendi new yundum mall. Dalo mi anambe ofala wala nyente ko. Ya along sa dauda Ndolle Sadaro ke deputy Ndolla Kombo East and Kombo Central. Ngang kodi mbadi ngola silla bojang nga katre fay Sadaro ndol de noldo wato no tondo bato. No fana bira pada je kai jabang nga ngang kodi kai la nga katre fay Sadaro nga meram mingi muso fana sonko fana lota la boita. So Ndolla Kombo kol wato nga bulo kosimolie. Nga mansa tombong. But you'll not a saying, I'll have to come back Wulen Kentakela. Usiano Darbo. Baro. Any political party, me allokimu leadership, name position on Kombola issue, Alinkana Kate Faye, Alinkana song, atol dingol bije itara karambu ngoto doko mi mo doko te ma soto ali dingol soto dingol men ya lon ko imu contract to o contract do ko bi ka dila mala fi na dia mo nga jamfande baden se même fo wala nyende ko kombo keba konyo ko brintara gambia a konyo kombo ko ka bala fa baba kela ko nga kombo karafalma ama fa kombo karafon ndada mala ako ay kombo karafonna so bi nimbe diamro kombo kombe wala fala ndinga kombo kumo fanamfo wala nyinde ko gambia la kombe be wala fala katu masa kunda manyenda sembo sotola kata fuaro la keno katabulu kadi baade wala kali ala ko usiendo dabo barandi wala be lan wala be ko nyaade fiscal office man fo nyaade wala be
land office keba sise so ibe so usiendo dabo so ndol kombo ko la kana ka tolete ntem wala nantem independent nteta sonna ngamo endorse ka fo ngatara any political party kono kombo ko be kumbola mpade ngala bola modole kono yedia
okay tunga Madi, welcome. Madi Jowate, are you can you hear me? Madi?
Yeah, you.
Okay, brilliant. So yeah, Madi, thank you very much. We appreciate your time. I'm not sure if your camera is working or is not. We are this discuss anyway, you can speak in Mandinka or English, whatever you like. We are discussing the challenges many alonko Kombo face, and on top of that is this land issue. You know, Suguda Lomo the discussion on Yimfenke. Kumas and Lamin Darbo nyanta trala jannebi bari nyen Suguda kole amuta nano. So I response minke physical planning kabiri la press conference nyinken be wole discuss kan ya jele but jangbe agree ta ko maybe nyum ko bebe ke kan because you know political instrument ka wole use kan I think you know people of Kombo need to see that yananyo kan yo but mem fanan important ite sukuta discuss nano ye yundum ignore andum Kombo typical le je mini alonko ye free land accept from yundum la ndula to mi alonko dispute le fongo biji so Banka yes, welcome to the show. It is your introduction remarks. You can come in.
No, thank you very much, Ahmed. Obviously the conversation continues. So, but ba madi fanang kontona, bari mamira ne join tani conversation okono jang. So for his acceptance to be part of the conversation. I'm unsurprised, obviously, because he always stands for what is right.
Justice.
Yes, but now near Yundumukojibe, it's the heart of the problem, and you are right. We cannot discuss Sukotanga Gunjur today. Yes, I think you are onto something there because you see, if Sukotala problem will need to understand the better, you need to comprehend very well. Yeah, contextualize, yeah, understand what is going on. Don't look at Sukota, go to Yundum. Because Yundum, welcome from a problem in I crystallize so that we need to understand that wrong. New Kombo land problem Yundum. Because Yundum Minkaraje is literally what has been going on for a long time. And the Yundum for the Minkaraje, actually, Kombo land problem will start a Wolanyam.
Yeah.
Yes, the Anyinchocho Bay literally started exactly 10. That is Gambia government going and literally going into our law books and using laws to go in and grab land for themselves. For government officers. When they read government official Kombo land or Sunyale wrong, you can hear Kombo today. There is a way to go about this. Government lands on government non-central base. That's exactly how it began. And now, you know, parliamentarians, so that if I don't be a fan, but what they fail to understand is they literally try to at least do it in some kind of a decent fashion. That is
Banka, let me interject there, just to interject. And among them found Lamin Darbo means in response to that, Komika information at approve Mansatalo. I mean, for under the law, the government can only acquire in the public interest, and lands to acquire must be used in public for both.
Yes, nka jele wante Ahmed yankum to bar nka jele fa wante.
Go ahead, sorry.
And government official on intention of be a land sooner from KOMBO. At least the telephone they try to put in some provisions there. Me uncle, what provisions all if only followed it. They didn't follow it. But at least because even they themselves realize, look, this is not right. You cannot just do this. They knew that. So provisional me uncle. If we in fact wanna steal, then the mabuno kumadulu komale, but provisional general. Provisional that is government tanu la faran tilimbalia kanadro ko ha man ko data min lalde pam yata ya na silo le sartol le je loi kilun kono sartol le bilandri je min kaytan ko government and land tano nyami proper competition is part of it. Notifying even the community in good time. Enough time to deal like notify. And number proper compensation dealer. And number 3, even of an alternative. Alternative that is that is even when Masakundala hospital will follow already. Yalo always in public interest body. So Nimma Sakundala Hanu hospital or Lola. Mavo boyfriend Kudo hospital. Yalo public good let the body. Hanu Fango. Hanu hospital. Ananya Masakundala Nala number 1. Your community that come in Masakundala hospital Lola Burfut Kenoto. When you Burfut community meantime will cannot be notified in good time. Enough time be like, and number 2, you offer proper compensation for that land. And number 3, guess what they need to do? Offer them even an alternative. That is about okay, you land for them to compensate lagi, and Okan Farbarokan Fanam Mbemin Kirago Lando Mimbe Janam Telo Lando Mbe Gunjuruma from Kanaje. Well, I don't know. Just give me an example. Mbol deal in so in Bal I will deal as alternative. So you lual be bambunga ko ko mianko lua correct lia ngwana ko pe hani ni intention pour que land sunya even they themselves knew ko ka o filmbala sifa faran ya ça fait loi ko nyama so wrong. So what they have to do is write a law mianko really if you look at it the law makes sense. Was never followed. Near good you do keep among alternative dealer bank? No. You compensate bank? No. You inform in good time bank? Enough time bank? No. And you settle for the Nil Safari Lua. Lamin is right. So you land you come from warranty because government officials, government me and call for Lua normal. When the Lua Safari Lua Buko be telephone block on the enforce. What law in Takataka violate? This is what is happening. So you land on Mimbeka in land on Mimbeka combo chow. Not a single land today. Me alone Dalila Koyo Kang. Yata Tonyale Kang. Because let's be honest. When was the last time Masakunda Hospital or low combo?
And then no hospital.
When was the last time Masakunda Marseille correcting a low combo collier? When was the last time Masakunda Youth Center correcting a low combo collier? When was I'm just talking about public good stuff. Call me and you can look at it and say, okay, Masakunda should land a premium offensive, hand community find a land deal and a premium cifalo. But I'm not and you land on the metal one personal cordal real estate agent column jana government official about sunyala jana. This is literally what has been happening. This is what makes it such a serious violation of not just kafago more like loi from you all from what I violate blatantly more than yabala ken jaharan not a single government official to Jamie and Kasafo contain a land to not a single real estate agent to Jamie and Kasafo contain a land of Tonyakan, not a single institution to Jamie Safeko land in Tonyakan. I know TDA real way chow a beg because Canali Abu's Pola, you got TDA, it's a hotel lology, it's a hotel lology, no, it's a profile of better private residential home sole. What private home will justify Nadi?
Banka, since you mentioned TDA, do you know that the original TDA ala document are disappeared? A surface tele nunjuria jame time, but I think that's a suspicion. This is just a mere allegation. Probably ya jame atele amabo, nobody knows because he started grabbing lands around that area. But there is no document now to back themselves up. So you know not
but Lua Central Fanambila Ringede, TDA is 200 meters. 200 meters from the sea. What will Lua suffering one?
Now it's 800 meters.
So it only can mean you go 200 meters from one because what can you know what TDA from it dam in 200 meters. Haniko or top gardens area mimwe odla. Taji 200 meters into the this is what they did. So Haniko 200 meters from Yalonka Lua from Kono. What from by the Caribbean, neither Obla Beto, Eparedarage, Epic Hotel Tarage, Abemunim personal mola personal corrale. So, you know, violence no minkera kombola, near ko from Jibe, Muna, I'm Bendro, well, come on calling a woolly, when you're fasa, when you call okay. No, fine, Esa. Yabangala argument on when.
There's not argument on when.
Yo, nyim problem obe government machinery call you. So ete amiran tolinyan tamine kala kombo nkolu puru kaje ko nyim government machinery ela nyenta pale ya mi ya wulindi o jamfami ya wulindi kombo nkolu kam puru ka account.
Yalong ni nata jibe ika TDA la fenku document o minfo. Yalong banka tika 200 meters le fo burfur kono. But ni nata ntola gunjur ma folo malo amo fo ya klamtale. Iko 800 meters away from the higher water mark.
800, yeah.
800 meters away from
you offer the Faniala, Lua 200 left. Lua for
now, Mina Fanka Sani, Nim Momo left hotel or Lola J. Ikata TDL officer, sorry, tourist development fankle. Ikakodo Joe Gelato. Sometimes welcome for Fanko, traditional owners or Walmart rights to the code law. Walmart rights to the Fanko blah. So Mimbi Walla Nintiko. Sani kombon kol nyanta bula mina noka nyanta bula lual noka nyinka tota e funtin because TDM molla farol lati musolla gadino la keje farol mi yalan ko more than 2 to 300 years molla farol le bije la mani farol ite molla dim TDM binaje hotelol be lola je ite molla mani do ko le tale ba tarden law le bole bula bon law la ite bula do dile la molla gadino musol ka balu dami ke dingo la schoolol do dami sal dandi ko ni fewon san dami ite bole constrain bole deprive la auto Sani tebe mina sendla o noto sani. So kombon kola miro nyanta kela mina sani na musol mudo kulal rikata badal to ani kata gadno to musobe tano badato kata nye wafola. Muso dol bitala gadno le to dole ta farol to sama kono dole man farol dole. Sani niko TDL binaje sani na miro mi nyanta kela min wolo nyite collectively kam mira nyim musol la gadno to be gadno kela mun tole kam mentengol do ku sisinali ika samba birka me kanel hajol jaraji. Ninna nyanda kala na miro tibi sani ibe mina nim mobi nala pombo masika boltala mba mina sendila na musol noto gadino le minu create boholol min sim because niaje musol ko tanin bla because it is our water table is very low, access to water is easy. Sani nyim musol ni bota je atola molu yalo nimbe miro kala mbenta miro kala kafuko but nga miro ke even from here to 200 years sai ko monyanta wala mira la ndiwol nyanta kala nyaadi na mol mi yanko e be benefit soto nyaadi nyanta kala nyaadi in the first place 200 years and in fana sate o sate na make sure wala na grassroots mobilisation nyanta kala sate o sate momo ngande ko mam tabina wato ta ba fla public space public fenkol lola moli blado but hanni be public fenkol lola moli blado family mintam blado bita family midlale yekodo dila because itele be jola kodola ina loje. But me mun na fenkod wala na mbade na nyafla bebita abefla bita ikafo TDA 800 meters it 200 meters so which means that 600 meters la bade ibatala ibe wafi ibatala molbuli badila investor la but say musol min ka do ko je sani alternative create sani comme mon ko nante nyin blala kala miro de sani ya jibe because ni kon nan tol wolon tola mola productive area so de kaminu explore say ni bondi wo lebe min create kan because masakunda ma industrial process ke e man fan create wo kono and new hotel on medina je man ta mo be employ la so e be ku jama fala je mi yalan ko near quantify is more than how many millions of dollars or dollars say ko mon ko nyante mi ke nyante whatever man sa nyante blata ba value la anin ku ko dina man sa ise haklotu ni bina bola tujeren kana bina bola tanje kana tujeren ibul ba karola be man sa ko jemu embako ti malo risno mi adne ko jemu embako wala nyinde fenne la kan ko ay problème bi momo nyana mala watu ni fitno kida banko dawda man sa ko le wo fitno le use ni may mo tujeren ko ni man jakko be ko fitno use of embako wo embako kono fiscal plan ni man sa ka de wo dulale ka dulala mapping beta kala fiscal sketch plan o be da e na luwal wulindi ina fuko nda man sala public interest wulta wodla tu jera na wodla embako fiscal planning bikala lan kati dadaji minati na fiscal planning bikala lan kati dadaji wala nyinti man sabe ferel sitikam fiscal planning be ferel sitikam ñunu be balu dulalo ñum fiscal planning na moli nimma sakunda ibe sukuta ni bota je binakan andi binakan ne balu wala lota kan ni mola balu wala lota fenkan bankola aka kodo sodo je inabe dunya la kala ban ni me kukuta dabun lanoje andi be government machinery bela usla say kombon kolu nyanta mina kala nga pion kendolo grassroots mobilisation mo be tar parade kama ni molla voice lot abe deprive la abe avadla so nyanta wala kala science ni man sa kunaka strategy nyaade ko pion nyaade nga sinnu nga je ko amanke luwati Lamin ya ko indi science na molu funding kelu muska fuke ni parandunu nga fuko nyinte kala tombon ko nyanta wala wulunda mfana ninna on fenko na ninna recommendation la nga fu ma lafta nyina anu malaf nyeke.
Yeah, Ensa, thank you very much. I don't think we'll say possible no not more organized like these KOMBO Yiriwaka for a fully inclusive organization or me along ko ni lafta thing activate like if you want to call people I'll tell you lojan ali you stop within 24 hours or few hours is keno. So the urgency puru KOMBO Yiriwaka for ye wuli ye molok fenke because right now it looks very elitist. In fact, most of them are pensioners. It looks like Ensa youths on my messaging sort and really important. Yo Kamurung Lamin Dabola response to the minister. Minister Kotako, he also asserted the government. This is Buba Sanyan speaking. The government will not allow people to take the law into their own hands by appropriating public places for their own personal use. It is the government acting badly, that is Lamin Darbo now asking. Is the government acting badly in complete defiance of the law? Then, another Fenke Buba Sanyang quote, in a bid to make more effective use of the government megaphone. That's J. Darbo speaking. The permanent secretary claimed the Department of Physical Planning sent a letter to the Alcalde of Sukara in August 2017, informing him that the state was planning to use the land located between the old Salagi layout and Patea village as a residential layout. The Alcalde was advised not to process any documentation for land transaction or development for that area and that anyone who had questions should consult the department. This was made very clear to the Alcalde. This was Buba Sanyan speaking. But then Lamin Daboya responded, contrary to the assertion of the permanent secretary, the competent lead department on land acquisition is the Department of Lands and Survey, not the Department of Physical Planning that purportedly sent the letter to the Alcalde of Sugura in August 2017. As if not to put the icing on the cake of state vandalism, utter lawlessness, the permanent secretary rather pleadingly intimated that to the briefing that Section 38 of Fiscal Planning and Development Control Act 1991 prohibit people building without obtaining development or building permits, and that all development without permit have consequences. Lamin Darbo he is aghast at the quality of the ministry, at the cruelty of its consistent Department of Land and Survey and Physical Planning and Housing Department, at their routine violation of the law and the evasive and secretive conduct underlying their operations. Aghast at the unwillingness of the government to step in and wipe the tears of the numerous ordinary citizens dispossessed of their lands by the cruel twins of lands administration under this lawless and rampant corrupt ministry. I think that brings us back to, government complicity now. So, we are challenged, and the challenges are there is clear for everybody to see. So, talking about KOMBO Irwakafo, Dave.
Yes.
You know, where are we? You know, because Minube Duma funding Kelly seems malum for Mimbe Kera as far as KOMBO Irwakafo is concerned. And this is the organization Nyanta Mimbella. We cannot form a parallel organization that will going to take us back. But this one is there. What can we do quickly so that they're going to maybe publicity overdrive, you know, a structural, you know, put in place. Meaning along now, if the government didn't stop, we need to counter them somehow, either legally or through obstruction or whatever.
Okay. I mean, Janimbo ansala. Maybe I can send farmer answer the one thing I told him, Mr. Conteh, Dr. Conteh.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, farmer Banka was talking about land compensation. You know, they have to compensate your land. They eventually call all the blood of Fanadila. It's selective to communicate. Banjulun Koli, you just $67 million. For a small part of very small portion of land, me aloko so that they can support ni extend no. So luanya bijele ka mul compensate, but they can choose le and select the community compensate. So if banjurun ko joko 67 million, it ate bakang ko land deal kodenge. After inate joko do fana kodenge. So abijele ka mul compensate. Kamun to it can choose and select le in the community compensate. So which comes back very nicely to a question to me about KOMBO Irwakafo.
Okay, Dave, sorry to interject. Didn't you think that choice also depends on how organized those particular communities are?
Yes, exactly. So all that now just for the say it very nicely comes to where the question in nata. So those people and is got a man take seat, a man take see your meeting banjo CEO silam. Banding ko mo CEO shield. Banding ko bije suwal bije jola bije strahule bije badi ku kil no e can network le. E can network le mimmi la hajoti mingende tol sambala nyato. They know how to do it. So they go for it. Ntol la mol mo organization so hansani. So ni atele question no de ko KOMBO Irwakafo win ke kan. Now that's ko ke Barrister your personal limit. So I think the question we should ask like not na young people mantala je KOMBO. When they are yellow KOMBO Irwakafo, Mfama be Banka Kabriba, I was not in the Gambia, but my dad was there. And I advised Ododi, the father of Gambia, invited the security forum of the year. But funding Kelman Sia back. And now much of Unima trial, Uncle Babu Sarul, Uncle Usman will Chamul, they back back. But if funding Kelu, it's everywhere though. Dunia Belo, the funding Kel sometimes can motivate, fend among Koliao. So, but they're doing their best. Most of the Malang will be jail, Malang Boja will, Dr. Conteh will. Well, they are very young. They're younger than us. But the phone say we just keep on sending this message out there. Many social media, young people are in social media. So just keep on hammering to them like Ning is important. KOMBO hasn't got the time. Ning the chance between now and the election. Ning mang KOMBO problem was solved. We are doomed.
Yeah, Mr. Dr. Conteh. Madi was struggling to get in, and actually on a couple of occasions, Saka dropped. At some point, he was having two screens. I think it's internet connection. Maybe he will join us later. Dr. Conteh, Mr. Manneh Mwela, our best chance is before the election because near doman for 4 or 5 years though, so they are on the who we are doing. You know, Mimbinala, Wofanala, group of Legina, Belafla, Camino compensate with land. So we have to start. So, and we have Foko, you call out Lawyer Darbo, you call out Barrow, they need to make a statement about this issue because I think we need to hear from these people. Organized, we are, real pressure group. We can ask this and also near moratorium for, government make so Banko stop follow Sanji killing more alo Jamal Tamu Jamat, I think so what's your take on that? Seminekeno can make so cool. Ning politician or all of them, they take us seriously, before we go into election season.
Yeah, coming Dave Manneh Foko Banyunum call you. They organize themselves. Ntolebika okay, but saying aje ko nying be minke kan saying thing organizational. So nabo nyama ngamere ninga nyadu jibe baro Usain Darbo Mama Kande ntangamre position talale kado ndolo ko mon ko kana si na bulo ko semansaye iko nambe nyam falalde e ka fo alga man nga fa saroke e ko wala fo kado nde berin nga problem so do UDP e ko nde man nga nga man ko lene ngoy ko ha ndela man nga ya nato la man nga man kelen kado ndolnen si jamal si daño kono so nyun ko nyanda en kachalale ka fo ko ni nade ko man nga ya fasa ngenyen nga nale winter common ko la ko dun alka kenya dire katu bring coalition government nata ali ajare min tombong. But there is also one thing me along I'm concerned wala nyente ko banka ko 200 meters from the sea, but it had an atolla gunjore ko 800 meters.
Yeah.
Ndola faraba new government ownership of KOMBO is government ownership of land. Woman Taraluato. But ndola keno menta ya de university eko for FAU. For FAU FAU malam FAU bedame.
Wow.
And in fact, almost a month ago, a meeting ke university more kina nko alkalo eko. Ndama me understand. University for la size ila alia blaming allocate. Can you tell me? Alkalo mo for no. So for yalo for na, that's another problem. But nalako ni banko tamol bulunge compensate. Yalo mi ente silandi wala ne kodo chika yadi na mola one time. Okodo be yemandale. Ntenga amara what we should stress wala nyento ko ngaliske for 30 years. Ni mola data ye eminent domain tower ndo hotel le binalo wala water. The hotel of $1 million is over how many millions and millions of dollars is about maker. Tenga mira well you cannot time all people they should be compensated based on the profit. Hotel means sort of. Number young kumo diamo kanjam bari ba ajibe ban taf fana yemenke wa gunjurunko burfurunko la keno mane kundanko la keno. Hanibi birin by tough borta ta Nigeria a say tonight. Burfurun call my fence road. So I come into koi burfurun call like kennel table, mokling ya funk mokling benefit. Up to this day. We have to go back on that. And don't find you talked about Musola Nakolo. Ansa Faleko, Baro Teremanyan for Jawara Lambang. Model and the kaka tomatoes and onions are called import from Senegal. So ntola musol mene yalo ga nimbe kombo kumo fola nimu Gambia bela kumolte kada model fana mbe nyomi na ko so to mando bada e fana kele fengol samba na mbajino pour que wa so baro tere ma nyemi yalo ko akata tomatoes and mente on jabol ne fengol ke import from Senegal. So ntolo fana na mol mene yalon ko e benyin na ku do ko la ni yala fengol samba la price e ka min charge e ke undercut le. And that is another thing me along ko I inter confuse I jahale wala nyenti na mol mi kasu soto. Nyin kasu mi along ko na mol ya soto ni harvesting time nata nyin Indian or ike undercut le. So model ka kamfa ke ka min ka la gunjuro ni mol nata pour ka nye wafo. Ika price jindele model e kamfa yela fengol fay. So that's the same thing they are doing here too. And again ngamaran dulla nyen ka kafunyo kan kadiama abeti ata baba kele. But there is also another thing me along ko ayente ni tora wala nyente ko nyen Indian ol min kata e kanyen quarrel nyen sing na dulalto dulal mini yalon ko ni kware sing ibika sansang nini son na de ka di sol ka bay ka fa ndolla pirande no fata je bari e kanyin kware mi fa sodo hanaka sate fa dada sate la sido ibika dada
And again, I don't want to take much of your time because Ninko Kombo Kuomba discourse ba. Nso kufana njibe je wala ni na Casamas crossing. Ngamra tola karton ale crossing so de jele. Ndon that's la me fana crossing so de jele. Ndola jiboro crossing bi jele. Ndo ngama ni tara fonje fana crossing fana bi jele. Ngenda question o min ngenen kan wala ngende ko. Ika kodo min collect on that. Nyil kombola area the district means to wala sila dada o kodo nyanta bola wolto. But nobody talks about that. Because Ndola Kombo is near Jiboro. Ndola malo how much money it can collect here. But in national number here, the same thing happens to Kombo South. And then again, yala mengen kenako kachala. Tumando batato fana majibe. According to 2013 census, West Coast region has 37.9% of the population. But the deputy deputy tang anen killing. Ntenga estimate ko anyanda kala 20 district lati. Atol fala Gunjuru jibe ala Kombo South jibe ba. You have about 48,000 registered voters. But census census minambe min kala kafo census mole ko. I went down here documents jibe. Yeah, West Coast population is order malice but ima din na kafo ko. Every district most if I'm more lebije. So until we cannot have anything common kola ko ani elngo Kombo amanke madngo da malakuti. You must be ability.
Yeah.
So until Kombo ko nyanda min ke wo nyanda ko nga organization min ke start science. Ndaro organization abe makola fo nyato kadu sabi ni si de mira sabe jila. Nteni toratal de sakono ko bringa enseign fonol de kadu. Muso miente mama wulu sanelon pofa sano kunda anen bojam kunda ko le sonka mon kenako ayin etor so ndoro ko mo ko naga min jibe be min ke kante I think it's a very good thing that ko na organization so ala nyo empower to see what we can do for the future because not me along we are outside at least isa bonita de pensonta it is not more la corona Barantu ba mon mi lonke bije pentebula wala ko ajahalo watal. So let me stop here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Doctor. You know, nakuo ne kwarakile umimam se woda mafon fonole ya jele komi banka ya stan nyami sanja male manse loptano lontole sanja male sila kendo lontole. You know, you go to Gunjur, Chinese all every week at least they are collecting millions. You know, from Chalo Mialong Mobe Kafenge, but Osilo from Jibe Abenyami. I like Soya Natala ya Fenke. Natural resources be Westla. You go to Nim Fenko, na feature Janne, aerial view of Yinsan mine in Bungol Kalodani. Na Fenke Janne, Malum file report of an Ridley, they will send it to me. You know, Maligans here report of Mindada about Nim Black Sand mine in Besanya. Ikwe Jina Afe Brufudle New Water. So, you know, Mukol let me along to be quick. You can't manti so see, Mandingolo. Yeah, so they tried. Yeah, they try to come to Burundang investigate lending QTV. Everything last minute they prevail on QTV. Kekana afenke. A features. That was a diamol kalajan. Thank you, demand ko okay. Alintela section or dinabon mas or nebulu. But I've been there. No masingoli ninjele be banko nyim bleach kanyami kufiman fenko. And Nita je yewo report from a real neko. You know they are not even reporting the correct figures. Because then a bank of finger mean for the matter water walung a pile on you. And he told me export the whole year, probably only see at what he found. You know, because 24 hours, 24/7, Masinka Taratama can, and don't need but a damning. Banko Yinka Koile ko keke. Yalon Nekomote Femfila no to Kodeke. You know, so these are issues, you know, in Nanyim Fenko, it cannot come quick enough. And Lamin Conteh Kumado for Jang Banka Mensono Kombo is a melting pot. A monkey manding called the Malasi Dulat. So we also have to be on the lookout. You know, I don't know if minority group is a good term, but we need to start bringing them in here. You know, Kombo is renowned for all type of tribes. You know, andung nana the tribalism labor moila karadola bar Kombo ko mo long. Kombonkol ma wolong. So we need to bring the Manjagos, the Jolas, you know what? Ntolle sita, ntolle mukilingoti, and we need to fight this together. Yo, aninka fale ko fenke Madi is having trouble with the connection. Amantar so kona abe dongul ole use kang another message yo kile. And because of that, among strong connection also don't know. So he regretted it. Yo, before that, Banka Kankodeke, just an announcement. Famara Damfa will be here on Wednesday. Give me a chance so you can come. He's just completed his PhD. He's going to be talking about land use and land cover changes since 1985 and projection of trends in land use in the Kombos region by 2050. So it's going to be very interesting. You can join in and let's make that part of the conversation as well. So Banka even though it's about land, all other things just come up. You know, you can pick from where Dr. Dr. Conteh left off. I become way.
Hadi, you were breaking big time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ikam mwele sign.
Ha, nkemwe.
Okay. Nka fwele buti Dr. Conteh la comment mwele. Kuma jamal le mami alonko. Wole mui function difficulty for the whole day. But
Yes.
let's concentrate on the land issue here. You know.
Correct.
You know, say nga yundum male. Mfongon la député bijay minnu nem febi na jël sila nse mine keno nga futa wala nga me convince you might be me to ya saying that will cause a domino effect for the kelano kombo iru aka fola force tax di banka futa nyin kombo député la ka fo e ko ali nyin saying na to ya saying might be will have you see a domino effect.
Yes, and that's where it needs to begin, or at least it goes through the due process of law. Look, and I'm like, okay, okay, good. But I don't for many land so let them follow the law to the letter. Law follow. Maybe just like work on it because law I mean for what may not be such a bad deal for nobody. Because you negotiate in good faith. You na plasola na land at its true value, at least in agreement. You know, they won't complain to yellow mulk come jele on miss on the mulka jele nina jela. That is, new land chocho mbebe keru kombo chow, imam kombo ya bafoka ko ha, nga land mindi ne karul min na resita mfeja nga land dila, la to land la back. Ibu ko chocho moide.
No.
Because voluntarily, come on, look, land issue drone nyindi. Trust me, come on, call land betale adi luntawalla. Ya bere nila, ite Ahmed. Yele land bere nila chow. So and they are not even complaining about it because ya kill voluntarily. That's what they wanted to do. These are very, very generous people. Yala molka nyina gela. People mono wurka lansol min na kula wala lansol mi yalon ko e tambul tilimbali akan aman ka to nyakanti yen na karna fangol kan wo mono wurka wala kula andu anybody anaman ko mon ko ku fangol rendi anybody all around the Gambia ni leta iko tonya iko la fasa you need to stand with Kombonkas on this year fasa because ni ake fanana abe kuyale ne andi be la moli fasa ka. So this is what if there's any takeaway really from this conversation, I hope land issue follow. Let them see this strictly as a human rights issue. This is a segment of the country. They have been violated in the most egregious fashion. And more because ni akad loud lala. Ni mitara bi badibu. Yeta say badibu kerewani or badibu anywhere in badibu. Yete ila lansol tamansa kunya lansol batra di ya busi bulu. Yate ba distribuka model tema. I'm sure they will be angry about it, and rightly so. I would stand with them and defend them because I'm a Kera. So, strictly within that context. I start with Gunjur because more than they are the lawmakers themselves. So, they know the law. So, it's a honey, follow what it's a law study, but law mimfo. You follow. That's all we are saying. So, law mimfo. Land quote come international into land into access to land nyami. It only if there's no more kitchen the bank fo ñi lan fa ñi man sekunda bosi yundu mun ko la ñam ya detail la fa o loi mi be bulo ko na wala follow na mo follow then let them go back to parliament and address that. So in the end what I'm saying is no wali working example show Gambia bela ko ñinde amankete nganda inde kenum tenne badam bala man ko ñam to ben tase ndilal comme ya fina mi hopefully that's me anke ba ma ya sifala will know ko definitely we have no leg to stand on badam faranga ma ko ñini mata ñami because it all they are held to a much higher standard. It all parliamentarian you know what they like. Let them not be the law breakers. Anyway, yeah. So let's follow Pedro.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think they compromise their position and they bring that noble house into disrepute. Ensa, I'm coming to you, but before that, I will read this from an excerpt from Lamin, our response to physical planning director. You know, in my possession, that is Lamin our barrister is speaking here. In my possession is documentation including a complete list originating with the Department of Lands, assigning dozens of plots, in some cases more than 70 compounds to individuals out of lands stolen from their customary owners in Salagi. They are refused clearance for development or other purposes, but those who purchase these lands through dubious channels, including from staff of the ministry's consequence Department of Evil, have no issue with clearance. So basically what he's saying, you know, Suburan call me along Kela Dula Ben Dula ya table, you'll have to men from a time and table are able, but you'll have to develop a bigger femco so don't know. But many along go ya sort of physical planning more from the Pulias, how well level. Well, at least document also the clearance in your base, so just when you lawless let's be carry. You know, Ensa.
Amo.
Yeah.
Samuel.
And yeah, just to please one this last sentence and all this lawlessness on the purported color of law and public authority. Yeah, Ensa, you might proceed from where Banka left off, but
okay, I'm on to the Minister of Kafo is very important, but that you dwell the major mini alonko Brufood law, which means that Kombola problem is diverse in nature.
Yeah.
What any organizational system they establish to actually position Kombo very well within the context of this problem. Then what organizational structure like Kombo Wakafo, it has to have different different structures. Like one structure me along have environmental issue take care. One structure me legal issue take care. One structure it has to be different areas of interest and needs. Nimma ko wala nyindi Kombo Costa Kombo Wakafo ndekaje nyamin they are doing well, but next structure ala scope GB is too limited because inyanta blood GB based on the expert areas of concern. Because number one, told better law no, for example, health case issue GB from expert in health minyanko inyanta je fenkala minu yalonko fana land ko ibeje take yala environment on ko ani ecology la ko ya fana ko GB in a different issue ningo ke drong mena problem takulale. Each committee will be assigned to look into this and report to the central committee. Can you discuss? Because nyimbe nyami wala nyindiko mi yalon ko nyante wala kombo wa ka fo nyante restructure wala ka mi follow mobilisation kombo conference mindina I lead into the kombo congress nim kombo ko amba kombo wa ka fo nyoje kombo wa ka fo na ngaji baba kan nyami ko no fanu because the problem is beyond ntol nga nyam because nal ko banko la ka bi wobla aka funti bantala banko kan kombo la banko and Nikuya Bakele, but but expert on the balloon America funding. So we need to identify those experts within Kombo and then one committee established, health the same thing, environment the same thing, different area of interest. Nimman Fontangam for structure Nyama, it would be very, very difficult to Kombo Takul. Kombola is beyond the null make universal resources exhausted, then after to certain period. So organizational armor kumate ni blah 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 bakele. So I think we need to be well structured first. Then ninka ko dol fenke. Ani Dr. Conteh fana fendo for combat promotion role. Na internal conflict on min bentema dunta ndamal tema banku land kola. I think a combat has to actually set up something, a conflict resolution committee. Like for example, Berendin Moltem ngaju ko bang. Sobo kana dunta malte message na kwota nyola. It is very, very important. Something we need to restructure that combo we work for near Nyoje. I tell beyond Namika because the problem is beyond land, The problem is beyond the fisheries. The problem goes beyond so many areas of interest. We need expertise from committee established based on the areas of need. Because Dunia is modernized for that. More area ya more londije minimina or report or go what banko minketan tol malong ala value minute in the international matter. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ensa. I think Dave Albe I can agree more with him. And Pamana Damfa is coming here on Wednesday. It's all about the expertise component. Ka bring na given on into coming Kombolan in Kenya Kabo 1985. I think I'll be killing in 2050. You know, so
Ahmed.
Yes.
Janninka ngina lata isule file kumo kono just to but it is all pointed to the egregious nature of the government and how it is behaving. Wala mu ni fa government na jiko lon na nyi mayato anila kuruya anila disingenuousness. Look no further than Burfudla Strasser Field. There is a place called Strasser Field in Burfud. Filo Burfud, but usually they have no. I mean, it's a multi-complex. It's supposed to be a multi-complex sort of recreational center. This place you can have a soccer field, you can have a youth center, you can have you can have different skills development center. I can go on and on. You can set up a lot of things on this land. And because Burfud didn't only man, they don't even have a place to play soccer right now. If you get a primary school, to school be on coming good morning shift, afternoon shift, they literally just disrupt the school. Well, landing, Burfud has been saying they will need to use that land to have a soccer field and to land, to build all these different complexes there, for youth development and stuff like that. Mansakunda be balandim far up to this day today, we are fighting them. Puri land yadi Mansakunda, yadi Burfud. And the land belongs to Burfud. That's the weird thing. The land belongs to Burfud, but if had be, it's like pulling a tooth out of a tiger. This place, you sit there, you are going, okay, what is your problem? This land belongs to the community. The community wants to use it for the benefit of the community. You see, this is what is happening, and you keep scratching your head like, okay, what exactly is the government trying to do? A place called TSC, the same problem. Places me along near the Burfud Kolabi. Marseille is a Marseille bill no jele. Ye le bill ye recreation center also ye youth development center also ye soccer field also ye sports complex also everything that they need for the community, and they are willing to do that. Some of them Burfud Kolbe Strasser field for ba fence kanne. Putting a bay fence soccer can jelly right now as we speak. And one I'm telling you, new government cabo malabu from Kolburani was CSC all. It's going to be a problem, so they are on notice that they better not even try it. You not a block community block or let the communities use it for community use. This is what governments are supposed to be doing. Why that should be such a difficult thing, I don't know. It blows my mind away. But anyway, I just want to throw that in there.
Yeah, Banka, that's and to add salt to your injury or injuries, they fence Burfud off from fresh air from the ozone. I noticed that my last holiday, I went to Burfud and I decided to take a shortcut on the main road. I wish I never did that because I tried 3 roads. Sila Sabat tried Nka Gio Taraje, Nka Fenso, Nka Mulu, Nka Fenso Taraje. What's going on here? You community live telling Salfanata Mida from during the winter became Kuno. But they are complaining because somebody decided to fence them off. From the ozone, that's and Banka, are you surprised because our mom, a prominent member of KOMBO was at that land suspiciously with an European man, I don't know, and the youths confronted them. I think you are aware of that. So
yes,
individual or behind the scene.
Yeah.
He just take a telephone call. Just one individual.
Yeah.
You go up to Avenkerek, he will call and everything, you go back to square one.
That's it, yeah.
So emergency program from organized can unified collectively cannot come at the better time. Correct. So this last round of Dr. Conteh, you can proceed.
Okay.
Barna diamo fana alen kana nyina bakaula Jack Fall area.
Yeah.
We are on tough kafan Sambajoko. He's pretending to be doing charitable work. But okay, no asura da wala. So kana nyina ofanan. But okay, I want to ask Banka one question because I cannot believe this. So ikonyin SALAGI la dulani Banka.
Strasa.
No, memena ika kenon min kundu iko moli kadi bading olla. Is that the case? Government office.
No. About that, I want to respond. Ako. Ako SALAGI la nyindula man sako e daminta for public interest. Akate for kaitol babulu mi ay tandi ko physical plan yo dulal wa moli ale fo moli la dulal list for development of start. But sugudam call min fong la dulal to table SALAGI. Ibe clearance nyini kam pour ka develop ma so dono physical plan bula ko le highlighted comme di lowest test min biji man say dula te ke ta lo tano no ba fenkala je sugudam ko le bul bari fo na da kawa fu moli o moli la dulal list bari min no fo tamu dulati tal to table lo ma la dulal list no man kay ti so no to develop ngole ni problem o sa that was Lamin je that was response to Buba Sani.
Okay. You know, I got that. But you call I'm calling me along go. Ninga bulon kafinyoka. Abe kombe be mako lele. Nung as a phone mako the rest of Gambia as the Gambia be mako. Kandala concernment wala nyende nyinkena ko nyen. Banka rightfully said ko Kombola land problems at Mondoro Yundo. But I can go back to Bakau. The gentleman mean can Gambia Kombola land issue for 1985. Ntulunga ajala kenon be Bakau no, and Ensa membi. But I still believe that ko ngamol means sort of na representative yen fail. So Fanan Kotenke another one. Wolo nyembo ba sanyante. Ngamaram fananyanda demand kello ko ya transfer from lands office as permanent secretary. Because in Kambano a confusion bala sambanang dulaldo. Ite mu kombo dingoti nyedikete use. Ite na to confront your own people. For the Jawmane kumale for last time during a meeting also. Wo fanayan near Tora Bake ko kebadole minna keno tabulo. What word not ada je kai bilong somalon for keba abanda. So these are things that ibo okay kan and then dodol mine alongo nini si dan be kachage ka kumo min for kom dol kombon ko. It's very disheartening. Ndanga mono more ka ko mankara na mangatai saboti be kata be ani moto borendo I wala fo. So ntolla mola ngani yo na kebale ngani e mendi mola wo mu alqur'ano kara dinolti ka mole kruona ya kruosa ya samana so kono ye korda de mola barante fana ngaje ko na responsibility fana menti wala nyente na villages na kabilo no kordalo alanga na mol sensitize por ka fo ko Gambia population near GB Berentolbita school, I believe it was 435,000 people. So Cordalo Yerewa the more Siada J, more moved to a Fasun Cordalo Soto. So Nisi the OGB population be increased lale. Because Sukura Yinfon Tata J, na Elabade ko Modo Konyokonin Sukuran California, Nima a try no praying in Bade Costa, the most of the Bade Dame. So those things are happening. But can recreation fana the new amount last or is a tulundame. What koda jahalo water. But then another one nako code. So burfurun call mbanyan and garanyan for atola more na call sotolaban. Karom call me alanko we need to sit down na kiss. Sabajun call from aliena yenako ya sotolaban. Almost all of us here, I can say that Nakudoko and that air ticket or your kana America. The Nano mo jamala tuition on you, believe it as school for some atolamba for the Nicolamba. Nakudo Kola and somebody lalto. So we need to be able to call kiss because nimma woke mimbe kela wala nyenti na muskebal be sera sa betara korda konole do huta ita sotola no because a land member table no for again another one coming observe berintara sukuta ni beta traffic light korda do le on the right hand side amaria sansane so ndara purko udla jibe fenne man taraje so akamendo somebody purchased that land for future use. So ndolko mongola linga munyo muta na think na conversation jang is very good. Puruka dia munyo ikanyo mago. So ninga kumo mod loud nyanta katala we all be members of coming Burfoot people organization and being a kafuje nga nyo sensitized. No ajibe bang berending gunjur ma fawala aning kunkuja manja kol yung fitum beke kanje nyanda kata odimba nga tala domande. And then the same thing again, another young man from the US, I cannot say his name, Jambur. Yaro nembe diama Jambur fana problem so that nobody all know that.
Yeah.
Up to now, there are people are fighting. Look at the last recent, escalation. Menketa Farato, a Buffalo to Moltem. So Dintoman the Amajan na more fanje. But another one area thing I want to propose. When we talk about this land issue, Ntako Birkama Area Council has failed. I think Sana mentoring and part of Lamin should have their own administrative area. And I think it's lack of proper control and management. But through our help, Nyanda Minka Nimbaro Nata, La Mon Nate, Kebe Diamond, Katre Fire, and so forth. What is your position on Kombola land issue? The Usian Darbo Nata, the same thing. Algan Namola mobilize. Near meeting of Kebe meeting Kere Nata Namokata J. Alanga Kumolo Foye. So Kombo Yerwaka for Yalante, I'm conflicted a little bit because my cousin is the chairman. But I'm very independent. I think Nimman didn't only groom to be future leaders. How can we lead? Kombola problem, so it's very critical. So I didn't bring a Kataresa Bola Kumo Kafulota, ya Kata to be a member. I suggestion of the Yolang empower. Okay, that's going to be a very good thing. Means a market for so. But how the same problem anywhere you go. It are Jambanjelamba for 2 Jaron for Tanjelamba constantly. More be cannot waffle a draw, be cannot waffle a draw. So Ndola more because he came here a Soma. Soma eating on a bit Hamontole, Imamaring on a bit Hamontole. What we don't because Gambia population is increasing. So now you are not even guaranteed a job if you graduate from high school. What level for a university degree from it don't cost no Gambia. Because I come to almost everybody Gambia mobile after depend on what on civil service job. So Nanyinka Fonying is very, very good. I think constantly more sensitized because more educated now. Model call from Gambia going more Jusulata Baba. So let's continue on doing this. Maybe Alison Marque Kuseke na Bankoka. Karkombo Kombonko Alinkana song Sada Wato. Ekodia Kuya Jawara, PPP or Bonseo PPP or Bonse Jawara. You remember about. I didn't tell that. And now man get catch out that life. Eko PPP la Janko Sana and Vitamin Computer la Combo Faraba. So you don't ya cool it. Ikafonye ko Alikatre finding a manenga fasake. Ha ni win take a minute, Mobi all and Tofalano. So let me stop here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Conteh Janning Brufungol ke jabe about Nako and the Bunjura scenario deal might be in a couple of minutes. You know, Dr. Conteh, what is happening in Gunjuro? What happened in Gunjuro? I'll be advised by Gambia. Dukareta, if I am not on the ground, I can link you with people. Dr. Ahmed Skatal Janabi, he will take you to this Ikanyin construction san Bodami. ye kenyo bile a bang so nata musol la faro ko ne alon je di water table musol fon le kila kolon si water they don't need anybody to you know 1 meter ke jio soto inate o poto fingole baby you know mi al ko musol kana ko kewolto sama ko ne mano keje ikatara jele the whole year round war is all gone mine keta you know nyunu kana ye forose kay trading from muso do bien mine an ko insist kay man tela dulal wa fla bo what happened kabri ye la janabi itolbe santole so the water table falls so bika jio soto no andu jem kenyol ni kebe kolon sinare kay boy so eventually ikela farol wa for only 15,000 some of them bidawole nyine ke fo sanya banka is just a economic I don't know ba fulanya because there are settlements me ko lota purposely wo pour opportunity yes sama ye na ko ke ni na ko banda sama ko ne mano ke ji is taken away from them so mol tabada to itada je Chinese or what they do ba kono tala kulungo mo ye be contract you are contracted to the Chinese. So nini na chalo nata the first option the Chinese. Nimin tuta je kole wa sate molia. So sate molia do mandi unso ya samu marese you can see chalo la price start up. Sign si sele da dia ta chalo ti in gunju. So what about Mase? Yalo nina ta mola average earning ke kono. You are people are effectively hungry because Momi Manchalo Sano in Gunju, ite you are resorting to Fenko, ite Mamo Sotomianka Betibabu. These people are dying. Near Dibe, almost every day there is a obituary in these communities. And it was never like that. So the impact is unbelievable. You know, this organization cannot come. They've done Lamin and in Banka conference women propose no. Now so push no to Fenko Nying KOMBO yirwa kafo ye inko fenke na conference okay moli bo KOMBO sateri ngolomba yo footage o nyim fele sorry nga jibe domandi banka this is the footage
Allahu akbar
landmine inside you know anyanta kelanu nyinning batem 150 meters from the high water mark but duladol is less than 10 andum babe katakanane so yajele nyumunun ka jingoleti you remember nkata sande mola janneto tambalu anin tengolu you see the remaining palm trees yalo mota nin sama nata ka water flood le minister ala si follow nga kumandila na endula jibe akabe fenkela jele but you see what there is one Mr. Cham in this place physical in geology department you think 2-3 years down the line?
No, to atosi la fang. That's too long. 2-3 years.
Na jibe fango jang is less than 10 meters. You see? Yeah. Jamu molla farol la nakol, molla farol la nakol. I've got videos covering. So ye detend domandi won min tuta je we went there and interviewed them ila kole ko min to ya fon you know
yeah
ye jano dol jele might be 5 meters ban in fenko team and this is still happening as we speak here medical na report ye nyimme so jele so sai min tuta je tending medical fenko kashe nyin kashe baro ni nyin sara kulola company kana ka hinne bi banku fimo be nyinne koto sign that's the next target. You see this? So Mansiku Tendala, we need to get up quickly. We need to get up quickly. Nga nying conference okay sateri wo sateri hani mo flale biye mo ki nga mbemine kela nga nying stop. Without no proper compensation. So nin sama na ta jambe abeka water logle. Mo bi kata no dula te tengol jere. Yalo ne ko nyunu be fa kan ne fam.
So you be farole kono no follow.
Nyimmu faroleti anin kajingo le ka yalon kajingo ka akasaba akafulale soto ba ma fon la tindingo soto awo duma je jeron lo landi farol ka tarawol den ye kajindo so anin sa tete so e ka follow sa tete male yo bi ye na anin ba tema bi then laban wala faro min ina lebulte ko le fanam be sa
yo fananta ya Allah akbar
yaje tamba dele eliminate tanyindula yaje. So the coming for seeing is believing. No, later the young you cry, yeah.
Yaje Ahmed Ntara janale carton. Mamra gunjur la yindula bantarun carton tato. Carton fananta ni frere je. It's mind blowing, it's shocking. Yeah. Because we're not being like any moshi landleti, Gioia beta. So it's a foreign technology. God, Musola God no mean from BJ, our better destroy. So because Gio didn't jail, I baking him very mushy, fan quality, and in him, Niaje Fango, it became believe. So landing, it becomes, imagine him, land when they want to turn a land into a wasteland. The spot now has turned, Musola Gardeno has turned into a wasteland. So literally they cannot do anything over there. It don't tell me around the fango because we pen ko kono je bambol le fari wodula. So kabri nyindula ta ya bambol sanctuary dinta ya disrupt ya be mess up. So bambol obviously are out. So musola o garden space mi yalon ko min jodinta nan dai wo mo si fen ko bambol be they are looking for a place to a sanctuary. Yeah, occasion from bambol ka dinu take faje. So wala ni because ka dinkol min financing thing samay ka lo dinkol kono o bambol ta to ko fangen kele sanctuary dinu wol dalta wala tol dindim man tol dalta wala ni dinko sin dawda rek ni jirim bi jëm ngaw ka kudulati. So the no need to let it turns into a disaster.
Yeah, I remember.
So you have environmental disaster mean cause or barabaro for a bela. Yala buru for lokita for demanding tolu land make it until problem the land sunya.
Yeah.
But when it comes to environment as an environment in of itself, we call more, and I have to thank people like Max Jallo Wolu, Nyumfamara Dram Mika getting, and there's so many people. From day one, they got informed about Manewol. They got somewhat informed by the environmental disaster a long time ago. And he has started mobilized. So in the end, Kerol kita kuala but in imagine the current will might have like you should see KOMBO. So but how did you see they are still making attempts? He made give up. Ensa you should buy wolu. Near Gibere Kinise Lamin Sunyaro Chapat, your tidy. So they are on the fringes by Kalamandi, by Talamandi. Nimol me nyale doro, then they will make a big move here, La Bataji. So Nim Kuriala be carrying unscrupulous characters all over the place, and then they will find collaborators among us in certain Kono. No collaborators of Latte can run the disaster, ensues.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really. I'm coming to Dave, but before that, I will read a statement from Buba Baro. Buba Baro is a banker with Islamic Development Bank from Nyofele, Gunjur Nyofele. Also, Banka Tukuro Sika Balbe Kondon. Allah sister.
Thank you.
Kana fella o kan.
Thank you for more.
Akabal be kondona.
Abamba kondona see pulo.
Okay. We have a lot of work to do. Let us not take mere promises. Land is a burning issue, and any serious political party that has KOMBO at heart should dedicate a portion of their manifesto to resolving the issue. I think they come up and So Dave, you can continue for your final.
Yes. Then I just got a few comments because I'm just taking notes down. Is it Mr. Ensa? Ensa was saying that Ensa, we need to reconstitute KOMBO Iruakafo. I think that's very, very good. But I think what KOMBO Iruakafo is having problems with, people need to volunteer. So I think he's a historian. So what is his position in KOMBO Iruakafo? Was he volunteering has a role in KOMBO Iruakafo? So I think all of us, whether it's Dr. Conteh or Mfama, Banka, or even yourself, we want everybody to come. Just come and join KOMBO Iruakafo. We have to. It's for KOMBO people. But if everybody stands outside with a critical eye, No, it's okay.
It's green throw all the.
But the thing is like, by ele suo because some way by the phone because some way.
I'll definitely pay my due these days.
No, it's seriously. I'm trying to make a serious point. But if everybody stands up with critical eye, we need to do this, we need to do this. But they have to come. So if you're a historian, either you have a role to play in KOMBO Irakafo. Come and volunteer. Yeah. But if like the other time if there are personalities me and Nimam, that's life. Even in our families, there are people me and we clash. But you just have to look at the bigger picture. You come in, it's like, okay, this is not about a person, this is about a community, it's about an area. So but anyway, I want to go to I told you I'll because I just put some notes down. And then I yes, the other week I just made some suggestions about what we could do, like injunction and then to try declare a moratorium. Well, it's all gonna need a lot of. I think we need a multi-pronged approach. So, civil disobedience fanakal. We also do political lobbying. I think it's like for multi-pronged approach. So work dal. Ito kuklin don kela do more betasi do no. Ibe kujama le kala yola. Then the cumulative effect ning. So what anyway. So like injunctions, litigations, civil disobedience, and political lobbying. So I'm gonna go back to all politicians on Yundum. So is got few issues there. It doesn't have to be somebody in Yundum. It can be anybody in Burfoot, anybody in KOMBO. You go and take a civil suit against them. It's just a litigation to tell them to stop them. It is very possible. So after new Madi on the other day, but now not Madi Bakasala anyway. What mechanisms and what vehicles we have back home here, people, a citizen in the Gambia can go and like try to seek a legal injunction or civil like litigations and stuff. Malang Wofo mechanism, I don't know. But I think KYK, I just want to say this again quickly. KYK is for everybody. So nobody should stand outside and pointing fingers. Come and join. If you're a historian, come. If you're an environmental scientist, come. If you're a medical doctor, come. If you're an environmentalist, come and join. They say this is what I can contribute. You're gonna be very welcome.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. I'll definitely, because this is something I really care about. We will be letting down our kids if we just not come together and confront these issues. And this even goes beyond land or environment or what. But we need to go back and invest back in our communities. Lack of opportunity in those in the Gambia is just unbelievable. And some of us, alhamdulillah, we have connections. We might not have the financial muscle, but when we come together as one, we can definitely make a big difference. So, Ensa, what do you have finally to say? And Dave, again, we'll go back to Madi again to come. I think you have connection, but we need him here. At least, as you said, to lead us into those kind of issues. But you should go back to KOMBO Irakafo and push, for this KOMBO conference. KOMBO Bengo Nyanta Kela immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Amo. Use the Malbina because in a telegram do useful Jambanjele, useful for a parade in the coordination of Kane. And the man come back for a cool calam to go. Namin follow in the come established a man grassroots channel lesson. But saying at the problem with Kujamala Ulu, Jambanjel College registered a telegram be Combo Jamal Bear registered a Molbinakan and Nunga for Farako, Comberuaka for the Kerine and Combo conference of Nalone. But for Deveco, Comberuaka photo, it Edimo Edmonka attended. And nunca mol fana mako foi ka registration o dunka droje nintara so maybe they will need to sign but we are going beyond this sign mass mobilization okay pour more than ko more million na la thousands of people because me look attend them before less than 100 whatever combo water wele so sign funding kele binala ne ngam ni funding kele na kita babake then ibadela ko idea jama bina ibadela ko mol fana they will be sensitive to KOMBO because ni man mola ba lo bla fay ala banko la lo bla fay ate fenk kombo lu akafo is a successor of fama wasa wolu jombo jadnyolu sanjani boja wolu wolle nyim banko ta tubabol bulu so mi yalan to min nan bo seka wolle noto wolle woke so kombo lu akafo fana supposed to be a successor of those people wolle fon establish na fo banko bondi tubabol bulu ya jawro sindije ya keje sain tol fana kana wala nanta reflect kan sain ngade ko na kombo protect for our generation ning ala ke kombo ru aka for dimension anala save the tambila nyindil sain ko ngade ko sain people are becoming very very sensitive about the whole thing. So I believe that next time it will be ngalon ko mo jama binala le ando memol fana encourage. So alma ko tala nyata ala barka ba.
Yeah, thank you very much, Esa. Dave, you challenge Esa. Yeah, I'm already. We discussed that Esa is not right now stranded in Nigeria. He just completed his PhD, but he couldn't go home since March. So let's pray he get home. Once Esa is at home, we will start a history program. So here, and Esa is well versed about the history of KOMBO, and I think that will even give us more fire because. If you tell Banga the role his ancestors played to make sure that KOMBO is what it is today, everybody want to come to KOMBO. I think that will give him renewed energy. So if anybody don't have anything to say, again, I will want to adjourn this meeting, but floor is still open. If you want to say anything, final goodbye, I can give you
Mr. Banja.
Yeah, as Ahmed. Yes,
no problem. Dr. Koyebadu.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But no combo course of the Miyalon Amubarola advisor in the name of their mobile phones.
Okay.
You later on Safa Baroe. But I'm going to delegation of the mobile force here, nice in a kacha. Makumbo fire, so that at least an embarrass to see a kacha. But then coming formality, later was sent to the State House. Momala when Barrow is going to respond. But the mobile force, not at the State House, Akela Bakawale. So I'm going to we can try to talk to him. And also, Dr. Amadou Skatul Jane. He's a member of UDP. So Nyanda Afana engage like Afoko, UDP executive. It's Afoko, they have to take a stand. Kia Ali Alon ko Ying Fenche Sonko, left him by as chairman of Brikama, the West Coast region chairman. So near by Katrefa Fatnal, Ninkatrefa another. Do you think we're just gonna throw our support to any further political party? So we try to mobilize ourselves. The mobile force, delegation of care, and we can try to engage him. And Amal Scatra Jane Fanang, Akata UDP for a position or that. But I want to also say one more last thing. Lamin Tandin overall. We had the same thing in Pirang. Nibita Pirang Parabasilo, Nibita on the left hand side. But they use sipa companies roye. So Omareka Fenjolta, I can use salt water, call po. So near G on the back on eco fight. Eco cogium water mola farokona or faro beretinia. So Ntamalongo, what you are saying that you can mola fareco, black sun netaje. Then a commenta. So I come to Katolo Gunjuru, near deplete, Ibna Farabalde.
Hako?
They will. No, the Sanya, the Al Ninim Bodaje, as I will come, Ninim Bodaje, Kashekana wallet, Woleka heavy metal mine, Wobe Dumal, over near Dumal. So Woka goes down, a black sand isolate from the white sand. So San Minkatuji is like a milk, is very white. So, you know, problem water log like Samako, you cannot do anything there. So, Esa, you said farmer want to come?
Yeah, Jifa, I call Sango Soto. So, okay, I'm be connected. And Ina Yakupenka Purina Diamu, then pour next fenko afana na yeah because atebe komberu ka fo diaspora en call ikonye ko nimru da kombo because the milk komberu ka fo diaspora en milk for the massimo sanne and then I really praise the komberu ka fo me diaspora ila commitment on total commitment kote lala because they are well organized the massimo sanne pour mi alonko sate o sate katani sate kamol sen state kan register ila ID card sol soto ila to massimo ki ko kabiriya ki hansang then more among koning feng expedite so e ko famara tata Gambia le yen kol jang e ko ne ko laftale join famara la anim baba iswa ayta sate o sate to ale mol sensitize pour mo le register but thank God that nga telegram feng ko min so do usual binakan and then be min kelam bo usually as a mean ka use the my na register je mal fo nintala Gambia from famara bembadu kan wala je na ko lin kay kombina lambe Nigeria after this lockdown so komberu work for diaspora they are doing well I really appreciate them because ila commitment of follow to massimo le sang e ko nyentol malo ya fanyele ko nyom malo mina ne nyinu man nyin koke so wala nan ko wala nyinti ko then komberu work for nyanta jibelal because implementation on namu problem o today you understand what min nyanta kala wala nyinti ko nim mo jamali ya kalamta ibadel ko volunteer be sialale mol bina mol ni mol yalan ko ila interest ani la security be dawde la banko ni resources e ke ni ola o ka fo nyin tole so famara nyanta invite la pour alia kumandi anna afana nyo hakilmaya ala version on nyinto yeah
no problem that is easy but next
son la fa fem folal de Ahmed ngamira yeah because they are it lebo call be fenkan
quick one. I'm part of the Secretary General of the Diaspora chapter anyway. I'm the Secretariat. I'm not sure. I don't understand what's going on there. But Kabri print after in the Gambia, they wanted to do the registration, but they couldn't because of the coronavirus. So coronavirus basically only found their stop, but they're working on it. So I'm a little bit confused there, really.
Yeah. Okay. That's I want to thank you very much for coming. Next week we want to center on health, Kombola health. We'll be talking about land will come out, it's all interlinked. But we'll get one Mr. Nyasi here, and if possible, the boy young lady. We will talking about Banka Manneh. Kombo Bekono. Like Kombo South alone, you have a population of 160,000 people, not a single hospital. How many people are there? Not a single hospital. So it's not surprising. Last October, Gambia. Could you imagine? I spent three months in the Gambia during that Musunani le father, young ladies. Many one in sign I've been counting is about 9 sign. Just 3-4 weeks ago, though, Father Bunyu. That's in Bunyu alone. And I believe in the same thing in every community. So, say Bunyu Molla Muso from Konomente, Dika Container.
No, I mean, not safe. Getting pregnant in those areas is risky. It's very, very risky.
So this cannot continue. And near the coming underestimate back is their diet. Diet is very important during pregnancy because women jama babi ika fenkele, ika anemically, la blood ka fenkele because of poor quality. So another engineers will put into the debate the amount of animal protein domo in dollar community are reduced significantly. Reduced significantly, but we can be here till next day. So thank you all once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Blessed with the mighty Atlantic Ocean, fertile agricultural lands, and a strategic geographic location that gives an opportunity for a lot of people to explore and get into the business. Gunjur and the Gambia at large has experienced numerous shutdowns when it comes to economy, and especially this COVID time. Please join us as we embark on a journey where we explore different areas of our business sector, from agriculture, fisheries, and small business enterprises. Gunjur Business is in short called Gunjur Biz. This will be a platform that we will use to explore different business opportunities, especially for young people. We'll bring you on Gunjur Online all the business topics that is related to financing, operations, marketing. And we will use this platform to invite experts from different sectors of the Gambian economy and give tips and have a broader analysis of the general business sector. This will give us an opportunity to be able to discuss in a broader detail how businesses are affected when it comes to our environment, our natural resources being exploited by other people, but also how we can tap into the opportunities and also access capital, which is very crucial for the success of the businesses. But not only that, we won't stop at accessing capital. You know what else we're going to do? It's about the little operational processes that are needed in our business culture to build up cultures that's going to be successful. And that's going to be, most importantly, what? It's going to be sustainable for the success of the business. So we can transfer wealth. We can also transfer skills from one person to another to be able to live in a community that is thriving, a community that businesses, private sector, individual businesses nurture entrepreneurship and reward them. So please join me every week on Gunjur Online as we delve into all these areas of discussions when it comes to business success. This is your host, of Gunjur Online. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you.
Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max.
See fire for body, and if you follow me go now, enjoyment go kill 'em. Baby girl, you bad, girl the way you whine, I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. Say you are my woman, my superwoman. I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. See the wine, I see fire for body, and if you follow me go now, enjoyment go kill 'em.
Moro mbijango bakandro
ko ngalla janna kibaro moy kalka sola bagaso wafu
e ka fontelle ko sola enterprise fo fendi nabe dendi sola la fannala la sola la bundal ndella ko do ko ke mole janka sola joran kendo natala dum min nata na ko fanandiya birin gambia jam fo gambia e bantala nga bagasol samba be ton ka do ku kendo be ke mo be ninga do ko ke momo ndi en ka sanji kilin garantie dilale nyin kama ko la do ko lanno so waran ni tema
bagasi falle
bagaso min bijay fofe nabe dendi sola la bundala la sola la fannala a bagaso sifa be bijay lightning and pumping system ndella fanan ko ke mole min be dendi na ko ni dandal ni kordal ka jiodi alla nin ka lampo fanan sika ka dial wo pumping wol be dendi gadi nol ni ku kotal ni la ji ko ni la fama bela lightning wol dimbani ku kotal janno mu sola enterprise tin ko la ka
fam mu sola
fo fem be dendi sola la haajo la janne be loro
wato tenta bul baga solta
adum fana be ku fula la leje bunda fula fana be mbulle fan ka bonan dami anin dula ba fula safonya America ni Europe na fan ka bana wolta dum doron no mote min ka fenken do na te sola la baga sol kana te nyam banko kanja
abanta baga solta
ngata.
For more information, call 7171998. 7171998. Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max.
Dear friends of the Gambia,
Greetings from your destination of choice, home to the island of Conteh and known for over 500 exceptional bird species. Be ready for adventures on the River Gambia, where nature caters to you sustainably as it meanders through endless experiences. Our rich, welcoming, and diverse cultures will show you the places closest to our hearts, delight you with our exceptional culinary taste and the local flavors, enchant you with state-of-the-art conference facilities, with luxurious accommodation that caters to your every need, considering your standards in an eco-friendly environment. Stay home today, travel tomorrow. We look forward to welcoming you all to our golden shores once again. From the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa.
Salamane, Nandele, Nakano.